Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Columbia Basin Hobby YouTube channel. This afternoon I am going to be working on a 2wd drive Slash that I picked up in a trade. It was in really nice shape and stuff like that, but of course, like all the Slashes out there, they have the normal chassis. So today I'm going to be putting the LCG chassis on it. Went and got a black one. There's the instructions for it. There's the LCG chassis. There's part of the other piece. Got a couple other parts. I'm also going to be putting on a clipless body. The body was in really nice shape and stuff like that, and they didn't even have any of the clips for the body, so I figured, you know what, I'm just going to put the clipless body on it. So I'm going to do that. Here's all my parts down there, stuff like that. So let's get started on putting this thing together. First thing you do, you got to put the servo in. So I'm going to get the camera set up and we'll get going. Alright, first thing, you got the servo in here. There's two different mounting holes for these. There's a lower set and an upper set. Lower set is if you don't have the servo saver, upper set is if you do. So we'll put these in to the upper set of holes. I might just run them in with my driver. There we go. Alright, there's that in there. Second thing we're going to do, we're going to shorten up this servo link just by kind of screwing it in. There's normally enough threads where you can screw it in and not mess things up too bad. Gotta have 17 millimeters. So let me grab my handy dandy calipers. And 17 millimeters. Yep, need to go out just a tad bit. Well, one more turn. There we go. Yeah, one more turn. How about that? And it has to go that way. There. Perfect. There we go. So that's set. And then that goes in there that way. Next thing we're going to do is get the steering part of it in, I guess. Here. Put the front end part of it. And before I get it all in there, well, I guess I can get this all in there. And I went ahead, I had bearings, so I put bearings in this. I like to do that with these. It just makes it so much smoother and nicer. It doesn't flop around as much, and yeah, they're just, it's much nicer, and the bearings are cheap and easy to get a hold of. So I've been doing that with all of, when I convert them over, I do it. I've done 3 or 4, something like that, of these conversions. So there's that. And I've got to use my it doesn't take the long ones, it takes the short ones. Whatever I did with them here. Alright, let's get these in. Those. There we go. Back that off just a tad bit. There we go. There we go. And let's put these two screws in. There's two of those for now. All right, there we go. And let's put the steering linkage on. Alright, there we go. Before I get too far, I'm going to get these out. So I can put the front mount in for the clipless body system. That mounts in there. Kind of cool. Traxxas does have a kit for putting this on, so you can convert any 2-wheel drive Slash, or they have one for a 4-wheel drive Slash also, so you can convert any one of them over. Oops, that's on backwards. There. That's the way it's supposed to be. But like I was saying, they have kits that you can put these in, which is kind of cool. Because I don't know about you, but I hate losing body clips. Especially on these short course trucks, you roll it, you flip a body clip out, and you're looking for it in the dirt and sand and wherever you're going. But with this, there's no more of those to lose, so it'll be really nice. Oh, there we go, there's that. Okay, and then let's get the chassis. Take these screws out. There's a little hole here in the chassis to put the steering servo mount, or the steering servo wire. And that fits in there. I gotta take these two front screws out. That one. And then there's three different, there's two different sizes. There's, well, maybe they are all the same size, so don't really have to worry about it. I also have the some heavy duty parts from the tool drive heavy duty one. Have some of those parts, some steering parts, the rear hubs, that kind of stuff, the axles. So I'll be doing that. I also have a BL2S system that I'm going to put in it, because this is just the stock brushed motor. But I'm gonna put the put the BL2S in it just for the heck of it. So that ought to be fun to do. So this one, you gotta I gotta pull my screws out from the bottom here. I like to try and put my screws back where they go, so when I take it apart, I don't forget where they went. I do that when I'm even working. I'm a mechanic by trade, so I'm doing that even when I work on cars and buses and stuff like that. When I'm working, I don't lose my parts. I always put them back in the hole or something like that, so I remember where they went when I put it back together again. Oops, I gotta pull these two screws out too. There we go. And then that should slide into that and pop in, just like that. Now I put these in. These kits, these low LCG chassis kits, are pretty easy to put together. They don't take much time. But I thought I'd do it on video just to show people how to do them. So, there we go. I don't have the BL2S system yet, but I will be doing a video on putting that in too. And I also have somewhere here, got a steel spur gear I'm going to be putting in with it too. So, alrighty, there's that. It gets mounted over here. Yeah, it gets mounted over there. So it's going to be tight, but put these two screws in. Sometimes those two, you've got to kind of push this forward to get them in. I went with the black chassis. Normally when I do things I go with the blue, but I wanted to make this one all black. So I got all the black heavy duty parts. stuff like that. So this is going to be all a black chassis. I also got a mesh cover that I'll be putting on this too. So just make it nicer to clean up. It won't get as dirty and dusty and stuff like that. So we need shorter screws for that. Don't want to go through the bottom of my... Alright. And a couple shorter screws. There we go. A little tight, but it'll work. So let's go ahead, let's fish this wire through the other side. There we go. And we'll get that secured down later. Let's go ahead and put the rear body mount on the clipless body. The original one was in the middle too. Yep. So no. Should be about like that, I think. Try and figure this out a second. Alright, let's continue getting these things in here. And the top ones. Go. That should be good to go. So let's get the receiver mounted, or the receiver box mounted up. Let's get that in there. There we go. There's the receiver box mounted in. They give a nice little spot here to put the wire. Steering servo wire in. this in front of that one. There we go. All right, get this all buttoned up and we'll come back. All right, so I got the receiver all in there. For this receiver box, I'm just tightening up the little cover here for it. And then you get this cover on it. There we go. There's that. Put this back in again. Oh, I gotta put the front bumper and stuff back on yet, so I'm gonna wait on this. So I gotta flip it upside down. Take my screws out of here. Take my screws out of the front. Let's get this back further so you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, flip it over. Got the one, big 3mm screw. And then the two, I think they're 2mm screws or the smaller ones. There you go. Now I can get my antenna tube back on. I like to take it off, that way you don't bend the heck out of it when it's upside down and stuff. Come on. I got it. Being a bugger to get on. I got that one upside down. There we go. And there we go. There's the chassis all back together again. And like I said, this thing was in really, really nice shape. Really nice shape. The guy didn't use it much at all. So I'm going to fix it up. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or sell it. I may end up selling it at some point in time. I don't know. But there you go. there's the chassis done. Let's get to the body and get the stuff for the body on. So they give you the little stickers here that you can place. And it shows you where to basically where to drill the holes or ream the holes, whatever you want to use. I've got a body reamer. That's what I use a lot of the times for making holes. So that's what I will use here. I'm just kind of lining them up with the side. There you go. And then they got the ones for the back. It just kind of fits in here. Like that. Oops. Get it a little straighter here. There, that looks better. There we go. Out of the way. Handy dandy body reamer. Guess those pieces, yeah, those pieces come out. There we go. We can So there's one front, we'll do a back one. Alright, so kind of like that. Alrighty, we got all the body holes reamed. I'm going to start putting the things in here, the screws. Little tapered screws go on the front here, like this, that'll hold these in. That one, there's 4 of those, for 1, 2 for the front, for each front there. we go. And then the back ones. There's some 3x8s that go in the front, or in the 3x8s go towards the back. Yeah. 3x8s go to the back, just a button head cap screw. 3x8s go to the back. 3x10s go on the front. This one in there. That on there. Three by 8 in the back. Three by 10 in the front. There we go. I don't, oh, yeah. Rear, front, and the rest of the M10 or 3x10s, 3x10s? Yeah, 3x10s. So I'm going to get these bolted in and I'll show it to you when I get it done. Alrighty, there we go. Kind of nice that they go in there. These things always tend to crack back there. Maybe it'll make it a little nicer, a little better. They won't crack up as bad, but there you go. That's the mounts. Let's get the chassis up here. And see how it clips all in. There we go. Nice. There. That's not going anywhere. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. When you get it off, you just there they are. There we go. And just like that, it comes back off. There we go. Alright. Goes on the outside. Cool. There we are. Like I said, I'll be doing some more videos on this guy. May go out and do a little speed run with the brush motor on a 2S. See what that is, and then I'll get the BL2S in it, and we'll go do a speed run on that and see what the difference is. But anyways, there's my thing. I may have to lower that back, maybe a little bit, it looks like. So, but anyways, there it is. I will probably lower that back mount down to the bottom too. But anyways, there she is, my good old two-wheel drive Traxxas Slash. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope that you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk at you on the next video coming up.